you doing? How you doing? I am doing good. Said pensively. Uh, nice. I am like halfway through Plat 1. I just hit like Plat 1, so otherwise it's been going good. I just turned off my music. Forgot to middle mouse click. You're gonna hear the start of nobody again. So, but other than that, I have been good for the most part. Let's get this open. Up chat. This is landscape, so we can go a little bit further down with that one. And got that. And then what we'll do. So for some odd reason, that on the wrong screen. So why don't I just go over with that, dude? Let's think a little bit. Yeah, other than that, been going good. This feels loud. Yeah. It's been going well, so got an ultrasound today. That was a lot of fun. But other than that, it's been pretty good. So now, first things first, to explain kind of what we're doing this week. I don't know if you've noticed, Appa just kind of roams around up there, takes the lead. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start today, and we're gonna go from there. We'll see how long it takes us. But what I want to do is I want to give our good friend Appa a home. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if you've seen it, but we're not doing an impulse. We're not locking him in a box. We're not doing that. I'm gonna actually, weirdly enough, take a lot of inspiration from how they do giraffe enclosures. So that should be interesting. I also really want to use mangrove because mangrove actually looks really good. It'll give it a little bit more color, and this is the one build that I feel like we'd get some really good color out of. Yo, what's up, Levi? What's up, Sydney? How you guys doing? Yeah. This is Finrad. It's a city for my book, and we're going around just building it. Today, we're gonna be building a home for our little friend Appa here. So instead of him just floating around, he can actually have a home of his own. So we're actually gonna go right around in this area. We're gonna go right around in this area. So it should be really good. I'm gonna kind of link it up with the barn. So that kind of way it kind of fits the vibe. But we're also gonna be using mangrove, I think, in it. We're gonna make it really colorful and give Appa a really good home. I'm not capping how big this build can get. So the only issue is we might need to move our mine. But that's totally okay because this one just goes out into a big hole. So, but we'll see how much space this actually takes up. Creepers ravaging this area is actually a really good thing because that's just stuff we don't need to clear out. So, I'm gonna go find a couple more shulkers, and a lot of what we're gonna be doing today is just prepping for it, and if we get to it, we'll get to it. So, yo, we're up to almost 1,000 likes. Let's go. I might also... We might tear down a beacon, too. But yeah. This way we give Appa a good home. Part of the reason why I'm going to be digging down also is so that way we can give more airspace and keep the build like on the same level as what these guys are. Because if you let Appa loose, he does wander quite a bit. So I want to take that into account with what we actually wind up doing. So, but we're going to start here. I've fallen in a hole. So we'll get all this dirt cleared out of here and kind of figure out what our perimeter is actually going to be, and then I'll probably get them. All right, we'll get the beacon moved over. That way we can insta-mine a lot of this stone out. So I actually kind of like the thought of this being our perimeter. You're 4 blocks wide, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So if I went to here, then we go all the way back. See, this is why we're going to move a beacon. What's over here? You know, I jumped... Oh. I have 2 mines right next to each other. Yeah, 80. Addy. 80. It's such an easy English name. Your last name is Schwanky, and people mispronounce it all the time because they know. Addy. Thank you, Addy. He. Harry the Platypus. Thank you so much for the follow. But yeah. So. I appear to have broken my legs. Yeah. Are you his French cousin, Paris? It is I, Paris' cousin, Paris. So get all this dirt out of here. And then we will get... wonder how... So I kind of want there to be... like, length. Cool. Like, the length is more than enough right now. I kind of want there to be about 20 blocks of airspace in here. So... that's why I'm going to move the beacon over, because then that just makes it quick work. So, that'll just make it such easy and quick work. We'll go about 10 blocks down, and I think we'll do the build about 10 blocks high. So, but right now, all the dirt is insta-mined anyways, so... So it's fairly easy. Also, I don't know why Leva thought this was pre-recorded. Yo, Andrew, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. Means the world, means the world. Bro, is this recorded? Hey, Levi, how you doing? How do you know? Yo, we're at 2K likes. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Addie, thank you so much for the follow. It means the world. Yo, Amy, how you doing? How you doing? I'm actually really stoked. So, I know last night I took off because I was working on editing. I got all the bits cut down that I want. So, I got all the bits cut down. Now I just need to do all the narration and all the edited bits. So, I got to go back into replay mod. I get to go back and do some voiceover work, all that fun stuff. So, I'm actually really stoked. It's going to be covering that and then the sorting system. So, yeah, YouTube. I love it. We're trying for that bronze play button. You know, Amy? We're trying for that bronze play button. Yeah. Yeah, I love seeing the likes come through on the YouTube side as well. But we'll go like that. Yo, that was a really quick follow. So we'll go like that. All right. How far down is 10 blocks? So we go from ground level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lava! Did I get you? Did I get you? Did I get you? And then I'm going to take this beacon because I know... I know we are not going to be using this beacon as much because we're kind of at a weird spot on this mountain where we need to kind of start preserving it. So I did, however, leave it half done on the section I was working on. So, oops. But nevertheless, all going well. We are going well. So, yo, Brianna, how you doing? Okay, I mess up Addie, but I can say Brianna. I love it. I love it. Am I still saying? I might be saying it wrong. I honestly might. I'm now second guessing myself on the English language, which is terrible because I've grown up in the middle of Iowa. Like, my English teachers were crazy. And one of them's a realtor now. How you doing, Amy? How you doing, Amy? I don't know why. I'll always just like, for whatever reason, think that I don't have audio on my mic, and I think it goes back to the first time I ever streamed. I straight up, I streamed for 2.5 hours with no audio. Like, I did the whole build, no audio. And my brain just, So, I need to do, which really sucks because we did not need to move this over far 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm actually now really, really paranoid. Okay, I think Amy just confirmed that my mic is working. Perfect. 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 Amy, you don't know how much that LOL helped. You don't know how much that LOL helped. Hmm. Yeah, so I can't wait for us to have lost iron blocks somehow in the 2 minutes it took us to tear down the beacon. But that's at 34. Guys, I have terrible news. I don't have a piece of iron. Emerald will work, right? Because you can build a beacon out of an emerald, so emerald should work. It does. Wonderful. Let's get to work. We're going to use Jimmy. So, first things first. We want to make sure that we get this properly torn down. So I don't want to go too far down, because if we go too far down, then we just build way too much. And if I don't stop properly, then it just becomes more of an issue then. So all right. So that is 10 down. Yeah, thank you so much, Amy, for the likes. So then if we go like so, we're actually going to dig our way up out of this. So this way I can actually start from this back corner. Amy, I appreciate the likes. Then we can actually work our way back at dark really, really fast. And then once we get this all separated out properly, we'll be able to use our super fast method. So it wouldn't be an early week stream without mining. So there are monsters nearby. Excuse me, sir. All right, I guess he got it. I was gonna introduce the axe of beheading, but yeah, Mr. Golem said not my house. So yeah. Yo, Addie, thank you so much for the hot chocolate. Thank you so much for the hot chocolate. It means the world. It means the world. It'll keep me nice and toasty warm on this 10-degree day. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? Oh. Of course, now I'm going to miss on the creeper. Oh, I'm missing so bad. Got him. Did you see that, Pinkie Pie? I got him. All right, we're going to go back to the back here. 12 chimes a chime. Sometimes all it takes is one time. Yes, Pinky was very impressed. Very, very impressed.
Oh, 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 oh. That really would have broken my legs. Oh.
Yes, see, Amy, I have good aim. I have good aim. The skeletons never knew what hit him. The creeper, however, watched and went, what's going on? Well, this is a development. I had no clue I was building Finrad on a literal fault line. Actually, I did. I totally did. This mine totally stopped right here. All right, I guess we'll be doing this in halves. Because if we don't do it in halves, well, yeah. I feel as if I don't need to explain what will happen. You Kirby emoji. Yo, James, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Yo, Walker, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Yeah, I totally knew this was here because there's just a giant hole there too. My brain just decided to ignore it and move on. I looked away. I looked away for half a second and my heart sunk as I thought I fell off. Oh, that was terrifying. But yeah. So, go like so. Then we will be all the way down that we need to be. I found our other mine. Found our other mine. You know, I never thought I'd actually get that iron. I never thought I'd actually get that iron, so. So, good to know, good to know, good to know. Watch where you're walking, because otherwise, you will fall. Okay, this one I can actually do into the fast method, so. But I'm feeling, and tell me if I'm wrong for this, I'm feeling mahogany for this build, which really sucks because my mahogany reserves are not good. I low-key kind of feel like mahogany is kind of a meme for my generation. At least my class. So we're gonna be actually making a home for Appa over there that he can roam around without being on a lead on. 2 seconds later, you fall. Cue Kirby meme. So we're gonna make a little home for him where he can roam around and not get lost. Because I am a humane pet owner, so just lock him in a cage. You're saying you're building a home, but like you're also basing it off of a giraffe enclosure from a school or from a zoo. So are you humane? I underneath my armor, I don't even have pants on. Oh no, Addie. Oh no. I bet your bee farm isn't actually a bee sanctuary, is it? I'm way too much of a softie. I could never do like anything like that. His name is Appa. Like I'm gonna love him and pet him and call him George. Actually Appa, but I do have mean bones in my body. It's just not when it comes to animals. So. Oh no. I also vastly underestimated how much material we would actually get from this. So. Oh, I'm holding the carrot. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not saying that's what this city kind of is. I'm not saying that. But they are definitely born in that church over there. This definitely isn't a Truman Show thing. Definitely isn't a Truman Show scenario. This is definitely a humane home for them to live. I cannot wait for people to see what the next build's gonna be after this one. It's to help boost the economy. It's totally not gonna be something so much different. Oh, that is insane. Amy, I've had this world for 5 years. I've been actively playing on it for probably like 2 years of that though, so. But yeah, it's kind of an old world. But a goodie. So. I think it was, I first started it in 1.16.5. So. It's got blue concrete on the walls and a viewing part. That's insane. That's insane. We need boys checker freezer. I know I'm digging down 10 right now. But I might actually wind up digging 11. They're fine in there. They are, actually. They're a lot safer than they are here because I haven't lit up this area enough to stop mob spawning. Lord knows, sometimes you just gotta call. Sometimes you gotta call the zombie ones. Amy, are you seeing a face reveal? They're fine. They're perfectly fine in there. Yeah, so in dockyard. Oh, that's where my bed is. Hi, get out of my bed. This is a contractor's bed. Amy, I've already done that. Like I've been doing this for a while, so. No, Addie, I don't. I actually work for a nonprofit, so I get to do that for fun. I'd love it if I could do stuff like this full time, but with how much fun I have at my job and like what we're doing at my work, it's never gonna be like the end goal to do streaming and YouTube full time. Guess who's back? Back again. What's up, John? How you doing? Yeah. I kind of did the reverse track. I worked for a company before and I got really burnt out in a lot of ways. And I needed something where I was either the boss or like I theoretically didn't have a boss. So yeah, Amy, I've already done that. It's been other areas. It might be like even back on my community page. So but I'm perfectly happy streaming with no face, so yeah. I really loved doing what I do, so yeah. I work for a Alright. You're all good, John. You're all good. I work for a company called Hope Haven International. Uh, and what we get to do is just go around and distribute wheelchairs to different countries. So, see you, John. Have an awesome time. So, it is actually just an awesome, awesome job. So, and that's kind of the thing is like, yes, I do technically have bosses, but I don't really have bosses. Like they don't believe in like boss mindset. So yeah, it is. It's yeah, nice. Uh, actually, I think I'll stay. All right, John. But yeah, no, it's an awesome thing. I actually got to go down to Costa Rica for it back in June. And distribute wheelchairs down there, and it was straight up life changing. Like without that trip, I'm not streaming doing this right now. Uh I'm not editing the way that I am. I'm not like none of this. What I'm doing right now would really be happening, at least to the level that I want it to. So, 'cause yeah, that was it was life changing for me. It said I was exactly where I was supposed to be, and it changed my outlook on a lot of different things. 'Cause I was not. No, my boss has the dream job. I get to do that once a year. My boss, I think, will be off to different countries 7 or 8 times this coming year from now until whenever. So, and he was in Kenya a month ago. It was whenever the whole government shutdown was going on, so because they had to deal with that stuff as they were flying back. But yeah, it's straight up one of the best things in the world. It straight up is just like, and that's one reason why like I'll never like fully quit from there. If this does well, if this takes off, like No, it can. Like, I'll reduce hours, but I'm not gonna like outright quit. So, unless if it gets to a point where it's just I'm not working enough. So, yeah, it is a lot of fun. I get to work with volunteers all day. So, we got a bunch of old retired volunteers that will come in and work on wheelchairs, repair wheelchairs, making wheelchairs. It's actually incredible. So, we actually make 2 wheelchairs now, completely from scratch to fit like child needs. We just don't get enough of those wheelchairs, and it's incredible the work that the volunteers do for that. So, plus we also worked with Hope Mobility, and set up a factory in Kenya that is providing jobs to people that their culture teaches them that they're less than nothing. So we're able to provide people in Kenya with jobs because they're not. They're just like you and me. I don't know how to spell your name, but hello. Abafike? Can you open up a Kentucky ranch to let me know I'm coming? Yeah, I don't know. Our biggest thing right now is like we're overproducing chairs, which is a great thing, because we'll never outproduce a need. But like I'm sitting here with a full warehouse, like telling our fundraisers and stuff, like we need to send chairs out yesterday, like a lot of them. So, how you doing, Kay? How you doing? Yeah. Could I get paid more for the role that I'm doing? Yeah, I could, but it's not really the point. So, that's not really the point. That's never really been the point. So, and I feel like if that ever becomes the point, I probably need to turn in my resignation. So, no, it's absolute blast, the work that we get to do. So, but no. So, I'm going to ask this because I know Luke really likes some music choice. And then Amy, you mentioned, or not, Addie, you mentioned it. Have you guys heard of the song "Washed by the River"? I think that's the title of it. Because I know I heard it before last Monday. Let's see if it's actually just in the playlist. It's not. Oh, Left in the River. Left it in the River. Let's do that. This song. It's called Left It in the River. This is, if I could describe like what happened in Costa Rica for me, this is literally what it would be. Like how both of you went, oh yeah, I know this song. Like, Amy, you can't hear it on YouTube because if I play music on YouTube, they get really, really mad. But it's Left in the River by Amy Grace. And it is like the perfect description for what happened when I was down in Costa Rica. Yeah. Like when I say the perfect description, I mean the perfect description. Yo, 27k legs, let's go. I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna actually take off another layer. I'm gonna take off another layer. I know. I said 10. We're gonna do 11. Yo, what's up, Drew? How you doing? How you doing? Nice. But we take this out. Yeah. That's really dope. That's really dope. Drew, I don't know you. I don't know why I psyched myself up for that. I also really like this song, so I'm just kind of letting it play without talking over it much. As he talks over it. Okay, so the reason why I say that song like fits so perfectly with what happened down in Costa Rica is so we went on. They always kind of want to schedule something fun because some people. So there are people that go on these trips that play a handsome amount of money. Amy, no, I do not. I work during the day, so I can't really stream in mornings. So, but there are people that pay a handsome amount of money to go on these trips and fund these trips. So they like to do something fun for the group. Yo, what's up, Salted? How you doing? How you doing? So one of the things that we did. What's up, Remy? How you doing? One of the things that they were like, hey, let's do this. I work for a nonprofit called Hope Haven International, and we distribute wheelchairs, and I'm talking about the distribution that I went on in June. So, yeah. But so we went on that. We went on an excursion through along a river, through a valley, and then to a waterfall. That's good to hear, Remy. I just need to ban somebody over on Twitch. And while we did that, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of work. Yo, Tyson, what's up? A lot of work. And I actually did it. I'm a heavier person. I know I'm out of weight, like out of shape. Like I know that. It actually makes me really mad that I've had these like leg issues recently because that means I can't go to the gym to fix it. Another thing that changed since Costa Rica. But we went on this trip through, and there was a waterfall at the end. And 2 weeks before, the week before, I remembered a dream where I was sitting, walked up to a waterfall, and I felt like I had everything figured out, and I was in the place where I needed to be. And just this overwhelming comfort. And then I remember that dream, and then we get a message in our group chat that we're going on this excursion. I go, there's no way. There's no way. We're going to go get mahogany and try to figure out what we want to do for a floor in here and then go from there. So, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way that this is going to be the same waterfall that I saw in my dream, because, like, it had to be a waterfall I saw in, like, a video or something. And we get down there and we go climbing through, and I'm like, okay, it's not the exact same entrance. So it was a lot easier in the dream, right? It was a lot easier in the dream. It was like a drawbridge and you're walking, but it was a bridge and you were walking through two faces. In this, I pulled myself through rapids using a rope and then had a 2-foot step up. Things I didn't tell my mother until I got back into country. That's number one. But we need mahogany. Yeah. So I pull myself through that, and then I look up at the waterfall, and it hit me at that moment that I was looking at the same exact waterfall. And that was... That's a feeling you can't describe. Yeah. The rapids was crazy. Like I said, not telling my mother until I got back into country. It might have been the first thing I told my dad too. But 2:00 in the morning when I got back. But I was looking up at that waterfall, and ever since then, like, I haven't been dealing with like the thoughts I've been dealing with before then. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but it's straight up, in a lot of ways, fixed my brain. It fixed my self-thinking, because it was essentially telling me I was exactly where I was supposed to be. Even though a year ago to the day, like, we were in Costa Rica, I had lost everything in a flood. And I saw no way in a world, like, I'd ever wind up in front of a waterfall, and there I was, a year to the day, standing in front of that same waterfall, like, having somehow made it. Like, through the very toxic previous job, through losing everything in a flood, everything that, like, I valued. Yeah, Luke. Like, through all of that, like, it was just a moment of, I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. And yeah. Oh my gosh, Alex. So my coworker just joined the YouTube chat. So. No, you're good. You're good, Luke. Baptized at birth, professed at 17. So. Yeah. I need to figure out where my mangrove saplings are at. But yeah, it was straight up insane. Like, how everything worked out and my mindset coming back from that. Like, we okay, so this is the thing. This is the thing I hated the most about this waterfall experience. All right, I need you to keep in mind. I don't know how much I weigh. I stopped like checking because I just don't want to know. I just don't want to know. When I get down, when I start getting leaner, yes, I will weigh myself. Until then, I'm not going to. But I got through everything. I like literally was holding myself up while pushing my feet against a rock and holding on to a rope. All of that. And then my arch nemesis. 122 stairs to get out of this valley.
Yo, 3.8K legs, let's go.
122 stairs to get out of this valley. Like, why me? Just claimed residency at the waterfall. That, yeah, like I, I was looking at that going, what's going on? This is a joke, right? This is a joke. Say psych, right? And boom, I got 20 steps up. Body started to fail. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And it wasn't like I was gassed or anything. Like I was tired, right? And I was tired, but like I had literally just 30 yards back been clinging to a rock and moving across and been just fine. And then we hit this and I just, oh no. He's like, yeah, we got it, we got it. It's like, oh buddy, I don't think we do. Do I have any more saplings? I feel like I should. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We definitely. I just realized I have a mangrove tree right here. One actually just straight up grew up. Actually, perfect. But yeah, it was. I did make it up the stairs. It was very, very slow and with some assistance. Like, I'm not, like, nobody's carrying me up the stairs. Like, if I wasn't able to get out of the stairs, like, it was call the National Guard moment. Like, I got up them. It's just, it wasn't as fast as I would have liked. So, but like, I had also, like, 5 steps in, had run out of water. Or not 5 steps in. Like, just before that, run out of water. So, didn't help either. I'll come back to those. So, yeah. They did not change the culture day. It was not what. Okay, so this was supposed to take an hour. Like, we were supposed to have lunch there, and we got there at 10. We got out at 2. My whole leg thing was 20 minutes of that. And it was straight up, my legs were cramping. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I genuinely think they thought they were going to what they went to for our last group that went through. You have to, okay, so on this, I consider them friends now. These were still strangers at this point. Yeah, like they were like, "Oh, we're not doing the extreme route." And then we saw the same, like we saw people in like life jackets and helmets, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, we're not doing the extreme route." And then we saw the same people on the exact same route that we were on, and I was like, "I don't know. Are you sure we're on the right one? Because I feel like we're not on the right one." But I wouldn't change it for the world. Like I genuinely, if 2 years from now I get everything under control, I would go back and do it again in a heartbeat. Like I just straight up would. It was so much fun. It was just like that's how fun it was. Like I in no part regret going on that hike. Dude, it would honestly be funny if they just accidentally took a wrong turn and he was like, "Well, I guess we're going this way."
Yo, Robbie.
Uh, so that is not going to be enough mangrove logs for our build. Not even close. This is going to get interesting. I don't want mangroves like this because we need these guys. But if you bone meal them, I feel like you have a tendency to get that. Yeah. It was a heck of a trip. Like first guy that we got seated actually spoke English, which was crazy. But English is a really common thing down in Costa Rica. They like to call themselves the America of Central America, so which was honestly kind of funny to me. So is that a mango? No, that's an oak tree. That's an oak tree. But so what I'm concerned. Okay, it will still do really tall ones. Yeah. My gosh, we're almost at 4K likes on TikTok. So it does still do tall ones. Got it. We're gonna. All right, you're all good, Luke. You're all good. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Yeah, they need to get you on one soon. Maybe it'll be Kenya. Maybe it'll be Kenya. Which I think would be really cool. I want to go to our Kenya one now. Like, I hate airplanes, right? I hate airplanes. I hate traveling. I want to go to our Kenya plant just to see our plant because it would be so cool. Yeah, I do. That's why I want you to go on one. People will be like, "Oh, he's a famous YouTuber, but he still works a full-time job. Why is that?" And then they'll see the job and go, "Yeah, yeah, you know what? He has a reason. He's okay." So, um, yeah, it's 30 hours of flying. That's insane. That's the bit that always trips me up. Oh, I have more bone meal. We can go plant all of these. We can go plant all of these. Oh my gosh, we're at 4K likes. Let's go. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Out of everything, TikTok's like, hey, you should do this and this and this. That's the only thing I really do. I love when I just accidentally make the ground grassy. I don't know what was going on here. But there were other people on this server at one point, and I don't even ask questions when I run across stuff. I just don't. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this. So we're putting up signs in all of our shop. uh, and I'm actually like so excited because one of the signs I got put up is actually a little girl that I helped seat in one of our shops. So I was like, oh my gosh. I looked, Joe was like, okay, so my boss, Joe Smith. Um, it's actually, so this isn't actually a playlist. It's just a YouTube mix. That started with nobody and then based off of my own personal preferences. So, yeah, yeah. Uh, I 100% agree with what Alex said over on the other one. His name is in there. It just has an N in the middle of it. It's a job where even if I don't believe in myself, I can believe in what we're doing. That is like the perfect way to describe what our job is. Like, it does not matter necessarily what we're doing in the day to day, but like what we are doing is so impactful. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to stone just our layout. I don't plan on using stone, so any stone we see within that group, we are actually going to wind up replacing. But actually going to round this off like this. Probably should just place that down in there. We're going to round off this corner. But yeah, I also on Spotify would use Crowder one, which is really similar to this, but not exactly the same. This actually, I don't think it has any Crowder on it. Can't sleep. I feel like I just slept. Oh, I should have known that. I should have known that. So, what we're gonna do so I need to make it not seem rounded, which means oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That hurt. That hurt. I don't want it to seem rounded. Like, I want them to be actual corners. So what we're gonna do... Yeah, nice meeting you, Addie. Stay awesome, be awesome. Don't forget that you lived and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome, be awesome. All right, so 2 away. So we'll go boom, 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 boom. You live to torment me. Like that. And 2 away, so 3. Like that. Like that. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. I'm an idiot, and that's okay. It's actually wild because I actually placed this like perfectly how I needed to. Oh. Really random. Really random. Did you see that FNAF 2 is coming out? The FNAF movie? FNAF 2 is coming out here soon. I'm actually really stoked for that. So, that will be... our corners. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? How you doing, Sarah? So that should be our entrance. Now, what we're going to do for our entrance, I need to make... Okay, so in reality, what it's going to be is we're going to do this and this. So it's going to be a 2-door entrance right here. We'll walk in. Appa will be flying around. A couple blocks up from this doorway will be a gate in the center. And then whatever we need. Oh, what do you mean not good? Yeah, so we'll do a normal person door there. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, I get that. I get that. That would be a bad thing. So, I've been there. I've been there and it really sucks. Yep, been exactly there. So we're gonna fly over here. Oh, I have not been that way though. Ew. That's betrayal. That's straight betrayal. Might make this a bit bigger. Yeah, we're gonna go 5x5. But I'm goody. Okay. So the hangar doors. We're pretty young, so well. I feel like I need to make this 6 tall because it's gonna have to be 6 wide. That's actually just insane, though. Uh, All right. So that's our frame. I hate doing everything in equals because I wish I could have a singular point, but I don't. So here we are. Sarah, I'm doing well. That really is a day to go through, so I totally get that. Yeah, that's just a day in and of itself. So yeah. I'm doing fine. I'm just waiting back to hear about an ultrasound, and yeah, other than that, I've been good. So actually, it's a good thing that I'm streaming tonight. So if I wasn't streaming, that mean I'd be at the hospital. That would not be good. That would not be good. That'd be very bad, in fact. How'd you get up there? Hold on. We got to turn into C-130 mode. Not what I intended when I said I wanted a creeper farm. No, he doesn't deserve it, so. Like, that will only make things worse, so. Okay, so I got the basic. I'm trying to figure out the basic shape before I go too far into it, because we're gonna use mangrove in this, and mangrove is gonna make it. Getting mangrove is a pain, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, thank goodness. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, yeah. This is one of those just move on moments. Sarah, it's really just kind of one of those move on moments. Like, I'm gonna go. Do I know why I'm gonna do indents like this? No, I don't. All I know is to break it up. But we will figure out why I'm doing this together. And we will not judge. We will not judge. We will not judge. No, we will not. Will Appa judge? No, Appa's gonna be like, I have a home. I can roam around. This actually won't be here for this. This will be a secondary entrance that we can use. Do I just... Okay, hear me out. I do the main entrance here, right? Do the main entrance here. Or the people entrance here. And then just move that down. That makes sense? All right. Talk to you later, Amy. It was good to meet you. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Because, okay, so hear me out. So what we can do is we can easily just go like this. And then boom. Boom. We don't need to worry about anything. We don't need to worry about things not working out right. We don't need to worry about this not being lined up. Like we can offset this. We can make it 5x5. Make sure 5x5 works. We can go to the ground and fly out or fly in. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna get rid of this. I think I need to keep it 6x6 though, I'm not gonna lie. Three, 4, 6. All right, we're gonna do a fly around. We're gonna land right in the middle there. Why? Ah! I have broken my legs. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. Cool. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinkie Pie, how many do I got down there at the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm good. Yep. Can't fix crazy. Go like that. All right. Now, Pinkie Pie, you need to do me a favor. Do not fall off. Actually, we're gonna move you over here by Sparkle. Yeah, it's kind of like a distance yourself at this point, like. So I hate how I keep on doing this to myself. I'm like, I'm not gonna do a big build. I'm not gonna do a big build. Aaron, if you're sick, stay home. If you have the time, stay home. Like, you're just gonna get other people sick. Yeah. So, got the door there. I think we'll do the indent on this side. I'll do that on this side, and we'll do the one on this side. Yo, B Dog, thank you so much for the live or the follow. So what you're saying is you don't have any PTO built up. Yeah. That's really tough. Aaron Yeager over on TikTok. So how you doing, B Dog? Yeah. That's a tough spot. That's a tough spot. That's gonna kind of have to be a your call. Like, I can't conscious say that. Yeah. So like I would hope they would understand, but if they don't understand, probably look for a different job. It's one day. It's not that bad. So, what's up, username? How are you doing? Oh no, B Dog. No. I'm gonna test this. This will be a good litmus test. Like, Oh no. Ooh. That's really not good, B Dog. That's really not good. So pass through easily enough. And all right. So this is Appa proof. Wonderful. Oh no. Oh no, not no B Dog. That honestly is like heartbreaking. Like just not being able to play just sucks. Oh. That really is just a I know there was a kid from when we were in high school. Town over. What's up, Lightning? How you doing? There was a guy that was like their big star, like he was the reason why they went to the championship and all that. Um or he didn't they didn't for football, his main sport was basketball. And his main sport was basketball. And in football, he actually wound up tearing his Achilles in the semifinals before he even made it to basketball his senior year. Yet, looking back, it was like, oh no. That is such a rough thing. That is such a rough thing. Gonna lie, we sometimes wish it was like Skyrim healing. Just give me the wheel, shoot. Give me the cheese wheel. Give me the cheese wheel and I'll be fine. Yeah. Hmm. That was. It just despawned. I missed so many times. Hmm. That's really not good. That is a bad wrist injury then. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I feel like you might be justified. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, yeah, that is honestly so terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But no, this kid that wound up breaking or tearing his Achilles actually wound up going on. And I want to say he's an optometrist right now. So, hey, you're on the road to being a doctor. Like that's a plus. Yeah, sleep is a good thing. Oh. All right. Now, yeah, you're all good, B Dog. You're all good. I'm trying to think. I I think what we're gonna do. Ah! What's up, Wesley? How you doing? I'm trying to get the rough shape. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a kind of a tier. That. I'm assuming you're on another 24-hour shift, or are you getting off of a 24-hour shift? Oh my gosh, you're getting off very soon. Let's go. Ah. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have all these kind of like step up 2 blocks. And then this step up 2 blocks. And then it's going to be more of a flat roof. We might do some indents. We're going to do some glass in there to let natural light in. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Do you really take a shot at me? It was a wise thing to do when you were that weak. Oh. My throat be hurting. My throat be hurting. So we need to get more mahogany. I think I only have 3 stacks right now. But we're going to use it to kind of make this building pop. So I'm loving the look of the stripped mahogany, that color. Like, I love that look. We're going to be using that. And yes, there's a direct correlation to how much the hermits are using this. So don't be upset when I start using acacia too. Whee! All right. Let me jump up over here. Like that. I really got to figure out how people farm mahogany trees. Because the hermits have so much of it. And I don't know if it's just go and find a whole bunch and then deforest a whole area and they don't need to worry about the roots or what, but all I know is I'm really happy this area is no longer my main area. Mm-hmm. That's not grown. Unfortunate. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. You know, I love these blocks. I love mahogany. I hate how their saplings drop. Like I get it, it might be lore accurate, but like, just give me normal saplings, please. I'm over here begging. I'm over here begging. You know, I bet they would actually just drop. What's up, Nuzzy? How you doing? I bet they would just drop if you just cut down the trees and then the leaves broke. Yo, Prim, thank you so much for the likes. Yep, we're back live. We're cutting down trees again. I have broken my legs. Unfortunate. Oh, hey. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, Pramit, we're building a hangar for Appa. So, Corrales. Yeah. We're making a hangar for Appa. We're going to make it pretty big so Appa can fly around without a lead in there. So, yeah. So we're going to kind of go with a giraffe enclosure feel for it. So it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Ah. So we got like that. And like that. The nice thing about this area was Appa. Appas are sleeping or are happy guest. Appa's our happy guest. I have broken my legs. But if we fly over here, this is a very long explanation for no reason at all other than I just genuinely do not care for chopping down those trees. So, yeah, right there, Appa. So, this is kind of the layout we're going with right now. So, this is obviously all going to get replaced. I'm not leaving it as stone. We're going to try to make it nice. Or we're going to make it nice. Probably going to be one of those builds that I go weirdly hard for, so. Yeah. You see the vision? Yeah. We also dug down, so that way Appa has a lot of head clearance. So. Got that. Got the door. Human door will be over here. This will be the hangar bay. Yeah. So we'll have stairs leading down from there, and Appa can just roam around in here. Yeah, it'll be really cool. I'm actually really excited to do it. And like I said, this is gonna be one of those that I feel like I'm gonna go weirdly hard for, or hard on. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But we're gonna get a lot more mangrove, and then I'm gonna try and figure out how I want the mangrove to actually look. So then we'll probably call it there for stream today. I can feel my voice getting a little hoarse right now, so I don't want to push it too hard. But it's been a good day today. It's been a good day today. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a good stream day. It's been a good stream day. I'll say that. We made new friends. So otherwise, almost had a very bad snafu at the doctor's office while getting an ultrasound, and I went, hey, I think I should got it charged a copay. I shouldn't have been initially charged. But woohoo! So yeah, I think I went a little too hard in the gym, I think, and it just totally messed up my leg. So I don't think anything's broken in there, but I do think shin splints are a very big possibility at this point as we start rolling more and more things out. So which means if that's the case, then I got a lot more time to stream too. So if I do eventually get told that, I just need to stay off a bit, but it's also a weird thing where moving helps, so I think it's just the fluid buildup at this point, but that's enough about me on that, so that's enough about me being an old man. Oh my gosh. Hmm. All right. I'll let it draw. Yeah. Gotta talk about Costa Rica too, so that was fun. So like that. Ah, I've fallen. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. All right, I'm not that old. So like that. 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 Wonderful. I need to get up there somehow. Imagine doing this without an elytra. You know how bad that would be? I'd lose my mind. Alright. Alright. Have a good night, Pramit. Have a good night. You're all good, Pramit. You're all good. So, just seeing you is awesome. So, stay awesome, be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved and that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome, be awesome, Pramit. So, go like that. Go like that. Wonderful. Oh, hey. A way out appeared. I always think it's so weird whenever listening to these things break because it's just the popping sound is insane. It feels weird hearing all the popping. I hit a vine. That's the wrong type of vine. Wonderful. Alright, got all that out of there. Alright, wonderful. I'm gonna have so many sticks. So many sticks. So we fly down like this and over here and up around the valley and through the woods and on the way to Grandma's house. Oh my gosh. We're gonna say that's enough. I'm gonna say that's enough. We're gonna hope it's enough and we're gonna go take a little snooze. Because low key, kind of sick of cutting these trees down. So I just do not have a good relationship with these trees. So, and that's on me. That's on me. Trees did nothing. Trees did nothing wrong. So we're gonna go like that. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get kind of an idea of how we want these mangrove logs to look. I could have died. Dude, I love... We're going to need to build a second city here in the Nether for those guys. With how many are making their way over. So, I think for sure what we're going to do... We're going to get rid of these guys. We're going to go up like that. Sure. Then, like that. Show. There's going to be a reason why I say that we are going to need so much mangrove. And we're probably going to need more spruce. So, one way we can actually make this stuff stretch further is we can also turn it into shelves. Let's play Arrow Roulette. Do I get stung? No, I don't. But make some shelves. What we're going to do, especially just... What? It got all tetrahedron on me. It got all tetrahedron on me. All right. So I got a feeling I'm just gonna need to go like that. And go like that. And then since this is like this already. You know, if only I had something that would make this a lot easier to do. If only, if only. But this will just help round it off, kind of. We're in here and then on the inside. We're out here and on the inside. So. Gonna kind of be what we're gonna look like. Again, I'm flying completely by the seat of my pants. I don't fully know what this build looks like yet in my head, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I promise you that much. So, what I then think we're going to do, we're going to take this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to do our little. That was 4. That 4? 4, yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jeez. That all moves so fast I can't. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. Line it up. Line it up. I'm going to say that was 10. Oh. I think I had 24 in there before, but apparently it looks like someone's first house but failed because of creepers. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? It is definitely like far from done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so like part of me counting is like auditory based too. So throwing in that extra like axe strip, oh my gosh, that throws me off so much. The start of a hardcore like mega base, and then random creeper became involved. Well, we're gonna find out. Yeah, it was 10. You know what? We're gonna F3 it. 80. Got it. Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. So, you know, I could have counted that way too from the beginning. So like I'm just stupid. Dang it, he found out what I was trying to do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Wonderful. Now we're gonna do that 4 more times. Whee! All right. I really like how all these builds have a 50-50 shot of turning into just the biggest thing in the world. Like like it'll fit within scale, but at the same time, like it also goes 10 feet further down. So like it's actually crazy how big it actually is. So it's not as wide as that, but as deep. So then I'll do this on all the exteriors. Nuzzy, I really don't know your channel, so I can't really say. Ah! You make something original and something you pour your heart in and look at getting better at, it will grow. So. But I think a very big thing right now on YouTube and just content in general is being real. Like, I think people are kind of over, like, the Jake Pauls, the Logan Pauls of the world. Like, those people that are like, oh, they act really nice on camera or all that, and then they're just not good people. So I think as long as you're true to yourself and like genuine, like I think any channel can be successful, and if you take the time and care that it needs, yeah. I know my biggest thing has just been consistency and then not cutting corners. So that and picking one topic and sticking to it. Yeah. It's just one of those things like you'll need to learn as you grow, and that's part of the process. So, but it also needs to be something that you know you can invest yourself in. It doesn't matter if I put out 5 great videos for Minecraft, like if this is the best build like anybody will ever have seen, like it won't mean anything if I don't take the effort, time, and care to properly do it. Plus, I know for me, it happened again. It happened again. For me, one of the biggest things was just simply like once I realized like how powerful shorts was and now how powerful just live streaming on YouTube can be, it did change things, and realizing and recognizing those patterns is really, really important. But at the same time, if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, like it's not going to be good. Like you can't expect yourself to master it or be the best at it if you yourself don't enjoy it. Is really saying something, because there are some people that make drama content. Yo, yo, the clan, what's up? How you doing? Just remember to pop in. Oh, so you saw me and went, oh, pop in later. Nah, you're good. You're good. Ah. Ah. Yeah. We're actually about to wrap it up here soon. We're working on a hangar for Appa, so this will be the main entrance. But if you enter from this way, it's gonna be a rough landing. It's gonna be a rough landing. Yeah, that's something I picked up from Hermitcraft. The shelves. That's something I picked up from Hermitcraft. So So, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting build. Yeah, how you doing, Eddie? How you doing? Yeah, this build is gonna be crazy. I'm basing it off of a giraffe enclosure or barn, so it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna give Appa a lot of space. We'll probably have lower areas where everything's like on Appa level, if you get what I mean. Like I can be on Appa and just doing different things. So we'll be able to do a lot of stuff like within the wall or on the wall. Where it's like, why would you have a chest there? And it's like, well, because actually you need the chest there. So, but yeah, I am actually like really stoked for how this build is going to turn out. And then, yeah, these shelves are gonna be good. But my voice is kind of run out of gas, um, which I kind of expected, but sucks. Yeah, we're gonna be ending here soon, so I think we actually might just call it there. Trying to think if there's anywhere else that I want to. Oh, I should do those quick. I should do these quick before anything else. If I go over here. Okay, so I need to be at 41. All right. $31, 80. Okay. So, I think what we'll do, and I'm gonna need more mahogany, is I might continue these down into the ground, and then this is gonna be a lot more wood build, because the woods mix with mahogany a lot better than brick do. So we're gonna be looking for a lot more like earthy colors, something like this. So, wonder. Eventually I'm gonna go through here and just get rid of everything that's over here. Give me some of the spruce. And we're gonna go over here. Right. I think 2 wide of that is way too much. And I think the spruce matches better, which I kind of had a feeling would happen. Da, 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 da. Oh no, we'll need to figure it out. We'll need to figure it out. I'm gonna sleep on it because that's usually when I have the best ideas on what to do and how to do it. So I think we will be holding her there. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this build. This is gonna be a really cool one. Gonna be a really cool one. So we'll head over here and we'll finish up where we always finish up. I gotta find a new spot in Finrad to do end of stream. Feel really weird to do it in boss bedroom. All right. All right. So we are going to end it there. So as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you are loved. Don't forget that you make the world a better place by being in it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I will catch you in the next stream. Bye. I don't want to.